This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, after teaming up with Venus Williams in Germany, Eala could find herself on a collision course with another tennis legend at Wimbledon. A new era has officially begun for the NLEX Road Warriors after the franchise appointed PBA legend Jimmy Alapag as its new head coach ahead of the Season 50 Governors Cup. Nelle believes continuity and chemistry will be key as Phoenix looks to build on its playoff breakthrough and take the next step in the PBA Governors Cup. The NBA offseason is heating up as trade and free agency rumors involving LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard continue to generate buzz across the league. The Philippines captured 3 gold medals at the Asia-Oceania Sambo Championships, and later tonight will be joined by champions Aislinn Agnes Yap, Jomary Torres, and Princess Aumagel Cortez to relive their historic triumph on home soil. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 29th of June. Now, here's our roundup brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission, the Philippine Olympic Committee, and the NST-IAC. After teaming up with Venus Williams in Germany, Eala could find herself on a collision course with another tennis legend at Wimbledon. A potential second-round showdown against 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams awaits if both players win their opening matches at the All-England Club. Williams returns to Grand Slam competition for the first time since 2022 after receiving a wildcard entry, while Eala enters the tournament as the number 29 seed. Before any dream matchup can happen, Eala must first get past Mexico's Renata Zarazua in the opening round. The Filipina star arrives in London carrying momentum from a breakthrough grass court season that included a title run in Birmingham and a semi-final appearance in Berlin. Eala also recently reached the quarterfinals of the Bad Homburg Open doubles event alongside Venus Williams, who later described her as the best partner. Now, with history already made as the first Filipina seeded at a Grand Slam, Eala turns her attention to Wimbledon and a draw that could feature some of the biggest names in tennis. A new era has officially begun for the NLEX Road Warriors after the franchise named PBA legend Jimmy Alapag as its new head coach ahead of the Season 50 Governors Cup. NLEX said the appointment is part of its long-term plan to strengthen the franchise while building on the foundation established over the past seasons. The team believes Alapag's experience in the NBA, his player-first approach, and his basketball philosophy can help elevate the Road Warriors into championship contention. Alapag returns to Philippine basketball after spending 6 years with the Sacramento Kings organization, including the last 3 as a player development coach. He takes over the position following the expiration of Jong Yuchico's contract as head coach. Now back home after his NBA stint, Jimmy Alapag faces the challenge of guiding NLEX to what the franchise has been chasing since joining the PBA, its first ever league championship. Gilas Pilipinas overcame a grueling travel schedule Sunday to cruise past New Zealand club side Manawatu Jets 90-61 in a tune-up game in Palmerston North. Playing without Justin Brownlee, who was given a rest by Coach Tim Cohn, the national team relied on a balanced offensive attack to open its build-up for the third window of the FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers. Kevin Kiambao led the way with 13 points, while Carl Tamayo added 12 and Troy Rosario chipped in 11. Juan Gomez de Leaño finished with 9 points, while Mike Phillips and Dwight Ramos contributed 8 apiece. The victory came despite a difficult journey from Brisbane to New Zealand that included weather-related flight disruptions and hours of delays before the team finally reached its destination. Gilas will play one more tune-up before facing New Zealand on Friday and Australia on Monday in the FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers. The Phoenix Fuel Masters believe they have the pieces to take the next step in this PBA Governors Cup. But for Evan Nelle and Richie Rivero, the next challenge is turning last conference's progress into consistent winning basketball. Here's Zeus Valdez with the exclusive report.
Evan Nelle believes continuity will be the biggest factor as Phoenix looks to build on its improved performance last conference. After the Fuel Masters finished with a 6-6 record to reach the playoffs, the sophomore guard said the team's growth must continue through better chemistry and familiarity.
I think we just have to carry over the momentum. We ended the conference back, pero we can see there was a lot of improvement from the previous conferences. The familiarity is what we really need, especially every conference is about import. We import new players coming in, so we just need to get each other's feel for each other's games.
As Phoenix floor general, Nelle said his job goes beyond scoring. Nelle believes a point guard must keep the team organized and put every teammate in the best position to succeed.
I think it's point starts to drop. A point guard spot, to control the team and to adjust to everybody else, to find everybody's niche. We have the ball most of the time, and everyone's scoring the place. We're not seeing things with the
Meanwhile, starting guard Richie Rivero said the Fuel Masters must make defense their biggest priority despite their offensive improvements. Rivero also believes building better chemistry with versatile forward Kay Balungay will help the team take another step forward. With Nelle directing the offense, Rivero providing the scoring, and new import BJ Johnson adding firepower, Phoenix is hoping to turn last conference progress into a deeper playoff run. Reporting for the Scorecard, Zeus Valdez, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Gia de Guzman headlines the 22-woman Alas Pilipinas pool as the women's national team begins preparations for the Aichi Nagoya Asian Games set for September. The veteran setter returns to the national team pool alongside several members of the previous Alas core, including Bella Belen, Ea Laura, Angel Canino, Shaina Nitura, Phoebe Sharma, and Vanny Gandler. The Philippine Olympic Committee also named Japanese coach Taka Minoa to handle the women's team for the Asian. Minoa previously coached in the PVL and also handled the Alas girls program in 2024. The Asian Games will run from September 19 to October 4 in Japan. The Philippines closed its hosting of the 11th Asia-Oceania Sambo Championships with 3 gold medals, its best performance yet on the regional stage. World number 1 Aislinn Agnes Yap provided the final gold after successfully defending her women's under 80-kilogram combat sambo title with a 1-0 victory over Kazakhstan's Zamzagul Faizolanova. Yap's triumph followed gold medal performances from Jomary Torres and Princess Aumagel Cortez on Saturday. Torres captured the women's 50-kilogram combat sambo title with a head kick victory over Kazakhstan's Zaidra Pais, while Cortez dominated Mervet Berdhinakova 9-2 in the women's 59-kilogram division. The Filipino team also collected 4 silver medals and 8 bronze medals to finish 5th overall among 22 competing nations. South Korea's World Cup campaign has claimed its first major casualty. Head coach Hong Myung-bo has resigned after the team failed to reach the round of 32. Hong apologized to the South Korean people, saying he takes full responsibility for the early exit. Despite a star-studded lineup led by Son Heung-min, South Korea finished 3rd in Group A after losses to Mexico and South Africa. The elimination triggered a strong reaction from President Lee Jae-myung, who blamed the result on alleged favoritism in personnel appointments and ordered a government investigation into the national team's performance. Hong's reappointment in 2024 had already drawn criticism over the hiring process, although the coach denied any wrongdoing. South Korea now begins its search for a new head coach as it looks to rebound from its early World Cup exit. Meanwhile, the FIFA World Cup round of 32 is underway. Canada became the first nation to book a place in the round of 16 after edging South Africa 1-0. Steven Eustachio played the hero, firing the lone goal deep into stoppage time as the Canadians kept their historic World Cup campaign alive. The NBA offseason is heating up as multiple blockbuster rumors involving LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard continue to dominate the league. Multiple reports say the Golden State Warriors are exploring a trade for Anthony Davis before making a push to sign free agent LeBron James, with the goal of pairing the two superstars with Stephen Curry. The proposed deal would likely require the Warriors to part ways with Jimmy Butler and future draft picks to acquire Davis from Washington. Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard has also emerged as a major name in the rumor mill, with the Toronto Raptors and Dallas Mavericks reportedly interested in trading for the two-time NBA Finals MVP. Leonard is coming off another strong season, making him one of the most coveted stars should the Clippers decide to make a move. Now, while none of these moves are official, the names involved have already made this one of the most intriguing NBA offseasons in recent memory. Coming up next, the Philippines just completed its most successful Asia-Oceania Sambo Championships yet after winning 3 gold medals on home soil. AC Yap, Jomary Torres, and Ces Cortez join us to talk about their championship runs, the growth of Philippine Sambo, and what comes next for the sport when we return right here on The Scorecard. The Philippines made a strong statement on home soil, capturing 3 gold medals at the 11th Asia-Oceania Sambo Championships inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Leading the Golden Campaign were world number 1 AC Yap, Jomary Torres, and Princess Cortez, who each delivered dominant performances against Kazakhstan to help the host nation finish 5th overall among 22 countries. Tonight, we go beyond the medals and inside the journey of these 3 Filipino champions as they share the sacrifices, the pressure of competing at home, and of course, their next mission as they set their sights on the world stage. And of course, we have their coach as well, Coach Ace here. Coach Ace, good evening. Maraming salamat. Coach Ace Larida here along with AC Yap, Jomary Torres, and Princess Cortez. Coach Ace, simulan ko na sa'yo. How happy are you, Coach, na from 22 nations, nagtapos tayo, Pilipinas, as number 5?
Ay, napaka-happy ako sa performance natin. And then, yung mga player natin talagang lumaban talaga ng todo-todo. Especially nakakuha tayo ng 3 gold.
Ayan, of course, and we have the gold medals here. Simulan na natin dito kay AC. AC, second straight title mo sa Asia-Oceania. Ano yung pinagkaiba ng gold mo previously sa gold ngayon?
Siguro mas may pressure ngayon kasi syempre need i-defend yung gold ko from last year. So most probably napaghandaan na rin ako ng ibang mga countries ganun. Tapos may mga competitions din nangyari in between. So ayun, baka na-review tapos ayun, pressure din tsaka at the same time excitement kasi first time mag-host ng Philippines, tapos mapapanood ng mga fellow Filipinos tsaka ng family ko yung ginagawa ko for the country.
Pero AC, I understand, nagkaroon ng konting drama sa isang laban mo. Naprotesta yung decisive pin mo against Kazakhstan, pero in-uphold pa rin nila yung decision. Ano yung tumatakbo sa isip mo habang hinihintay yung final ruling?
I was hoping na sana mabigay siya as hindi siya mabawi, gano'n. Tapos nung ni-review naman, nakita naman sa big screen na nag-sweep ako. So nakita na legitimate yung 1 point. So nung na-realize ko na naman genuine yung point, nag-encourage ako na mag-cheer yung
Ayun.
yung audience para syempre yung momentum.
So talagang dinagdagan ng konting drama yung nangyari sa dulo. Okay, Jomary naman, nabanggit mo na yung original game plan ay gumamit ng mga punches. Pero sa finals, roundhouse kick ang tumatak sa'yo. Ano napansin mo sa kalaban mo kaya nagpa siya kang baguhin yung strategy mo?
Sa akin naman is medyo maliit siya sa akin. And then, medyo yung kamay niya medyo nakababa. Hindi ko din na ine-expect na magagawa ko yung roundhouse na nasa sa utak ko. Kaya medyo yun, sinubukan ko siyang i-roundhouse.
Okay. Naikwento mo rin sa akin, Jo, kanina na nanggaling ka sa MMA background. Paano
Yes.
mo ito nagamit sa pagiging Asian champion sa Sambo?
Yung pagiging mixed martial arts ko dati is nagagamit ko sa Sambo, hindi lang siya punch at hindi lang sa suntok. May judo din at wrestling yung MMA po.
Okay. So nakatulong siya sa pagiging all-around and I guess yung pag-iisip mo in an actual competition.
Yes po.
Okay. Balik tayo kay AC dito kasi marami nagsasabi na sobrang kalmado at gentle ka off the mat pero pagdating sa laban, parang nag-iiba daw yung personality mo. Paano mo nagagawa yung switch na gano'n na yun nga, off the mat, sobrang bait, gentle, pero pagdating sa bakbakan, talagang all out?
Nagma-mindset ako na syempre, di naman, gentle ako, ganun, tapos, sa outside ng match. Pero pagdating sa match, hindi naman ako pagbibigyan ng mga kalaban ko. Most probably, if given the chance, yung mindset nila, kung may mababali, babaliin, ganun. So, ba't ko hayaan na gawin sa akin yan? So, kailangan, din, pantayan or if kaya, is lamangan ko kung how aggressive they are para at least may fighting chance.
Okay, lastly, punta natin dito si Princess. Sinabi ng mga coach na mas na-inspired ka matapos mong mapanood yung panalo ni Jo. So, gaano kalaki ang naging epekto nito sa mental preparation mo bago ka sumalang sa finals?
Actually, nung bago ko pa po kasi marinig yung pagkapanalo ni Ate Jom, nag-uusap na kami during warm-up, ano bang magiging strategy namin since napanood namin pareho paano maglaro yung magiging katapat namin for finals. So, nag-strategize kami. Then, after ko marinig yung pagkapanalo ni Ate Jom, sabi ko, so, di ako pwedeng matalo kasi nanalo na si Ate Jom. Kailangan kong sundan para tapos yung momentum and makuha namin yung gold
So,
for that
hindi
day.
ka na pressure doon para mas lalo kang na-inspire.
Yes, na-inspired ko kasi actually, morning pa lang po noon, kami talaga yung unang pumunta from the team, bago pa yung call time from the hotel. Pumunta na kami sa venue para silipin, pakiramdaman yung match. Tapos tinatak na namin sa utak namin, Ate Jom, kailangan kunin natin tong gold today. Kailangan natin patugtugin yung national anthem.
Ses, ano ang pinakamahirap na bahagi ng journey mo bago mo napanalunan itong Asian title na ito?
Ang pinakamahirap po sa akin yung preparation po talaga kasi galing po ako sa judo. So ang nilalaro ko po is sports sambo talaga. Then for this tournament, nag-convert po ko for combat. So doble po yung naging training, ang dami pong extra, ang dami pong suntok na tinanggap para ma-prepare po ko sa laro natin.
Coach, before we started this interview, nasabi ni AC na yun nga, it's a big difference kapag Pilipinas ang nag-host. So what is your assessment na, ayun nga, 22 nations, tapos nag-host tayo dito sa Pilipinas, and then of course, maganda pa yung naging showing natin, nakakuha tayo ng 3 gold medal.
Para sa akin, napakaganda na nag-host tayo kasi history ito. First time ng Philippines na mag-host ng Asian in Oceania. So at least naman, yung nakuha natin last year na 2 gold, nalampasan natin ngayon ng 3 golds. So napakasaya ako. And then, sa help din ng mga coaches na kasama ko, si Coach Sherry ng Combat, ako as a Sports Sambo, and si Coach Sam, lahat namin inayos talaga for this competition.
And then Coach Ace, nasabi mo rin kanina, next is the World Championships.
Yes, well prepared for that.
So, kamusta naman? Can you give us a preview of how you will be preparing for the Worlds?
For me, sigurado na si Jom for for World Championship. Itong tatlo, pwede na. Kukunin na namin yan, yung gold medal niya. Magkakaroon na tayo ng World Champion. I will claim it.
Wow! Okay, you heard it here first on the scorecard from Coach Aislinn himself. Now, Jom, nasabi na ni Coach, paano ba yan? What is your response to that? Ano ang follow-up mo doon?
Yun nga, sabi ni Coach, pag persigihin ko pa sa ensayo ko para makuha namin yung goal namin na kailangan.
So, 3 gold medals ang nakuha ng Pilipinas this year. Tapos bilang isa sa mga nagbigay ng gintong medalya, ano ang pakiramdam na, yun nga, you were able to get that gold and now, sinasabi pa ni Coach Ace na next up is the World's Championship para sa'yo?
As in, grabe yung tuwa namin kasi nakakuha kaming gold and first time din na dito sa Pinas yung event na as in walang-wala na talaga kami nung parang nawala yung gusto ko umiyak noon pero napigilan ko na dahil sa tuwa po talaga. As in, grabe yung tuwa na hindi ko maguhit yung mukha ko.
Okay, so we're very proud sa lahat ng na-achieve nyo and of course, I'm sure mga family, mga friends nyo, sumuporta sa inyo, helped you guys, cheered you on dito sa pag-host natin ng event. I'll give you each a chance to thank them, lahat ng mga sumuporta sa inyo, nagmamahal sa inyo. Sige, AC, starting with you. Ano ang message mo sa lahat ng mga sumuporta sa iyo?
Thank you sa lahat ng nag-support sa amin, sa nanood ng mga matches from day 1 to day 4, tsaka sa mga volunteers na tumulong sa pag-organize, tsaka sa pag-hold ng event. Thank you sa family ko, tsaka sa mga loved ones ko na nag-support, tsaka naniwala sa akin.
Ses?
Ayun po, gusto ko lang din pong magpasalamat sa mga taong tumulong po para mabuo tong tournament, yung mga nakasuporta on and outside of the mats po sa amin.
Sige, Jom, go ahead.
Yes po, nagpapasalamat po ako sa family ko na kahit hindi naman sila nakapunta, kahit sa live lang po, at nagpapasalamat din ako sa lahat ng mga sumuporta sa akin na andun din sila na nanood and sa mga coaches din at sa nag-organizer po ng Asia-Oceania.
Coach?
I would like to thank PSC and POC for this nangyari itong event, and then our NSA, our President Paulo Tancurchan na nagpursige para matuloy itong event ito. Maraming salamat, and then sa mga Filipino fans ng Pilipinas Sambo, huwag kayong magsawa na suportahan mo kami. Dito lang kami. Mag-try kami mag-ensayo pa to makamit yung World Champion.
Guys, palakpakan natin. Pilipinas Sambo here on the scorecard. Coach Ace, maraming salamat. Jom, Ses, AC, congratulations. Thank you and more power. Good luck sa Worlds.
Thank you po.
Up next, can Eala make a Grand Slam breakthrough? The Filipina star opens her Wimbledon campaign against a familiar rival with a potential blockbuster second-round clash on the line. All that when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Eala begins another chapter in Philippine tennis history tonight as the Filipina star opens her 2026 Wimbledon campaign against a familiar opponent, Mexico's Renata Zarazua. Now, this is more than just a first-round match. It's a rematch nearly 2 years in the making. Back in 2024, Zarazua rallied from a set down to defeat Eala in the quarterfinals of the W100 Carry Tennis Classic, handing the young Filipina one of her toughest losses that season. But since then, both players have grown. Zarazua is now 28 years old, ranked world number 75 after climbing as high as number 51 last year. She owns 3 WTA 125 titles, has Grand Slam experience, and reached the second round of Wimbledon last year after a dominant opening round victory. She also battled through qualifying in Bad Homburg before falling to Wang Xinyu. Now, ironically, Eala and Zarazua also became doubles partners at the French Open, reaching the second round together. But when they step onto court 12 tonight, friendship is set aside because only one of them will advance. Now, for Alex Eala, this tournament carries even greater significance because she arrives at Wimbledon as the number 29 seed, becoming the first Filipina ever to be seeded in a Grand Slam singles draw, and enters with plenty of confidence after capturing the Birmingham Open title and reaching the semifinals in Berlin, where she stunned top stars Donna Vekic, Elena Rybakina, and Elina Vitolina. A victory over Zarazua would not only erase the memory of their previous meeting, but it would also send Eala into the second round, where a blockbuster showdown could await against 7-time Wimbledon champion Serena Williams, provided Williams also defeats Australia's Maya Joint in her opener. The formula for Eala is simple here. She must protect her serve, she must dictate rallies with her aggressive left-handed forehand, attack early on the grass, and avoid giving Zarazua extended baseline exchanges where the Mexican thrives. Now, if Eala plays with the same confidence and fearless shot-making she displayed throughout the grass court season, the Filipina star could be one step closer to another historic run at the All-England Club. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody, and good night.